when we started as a mastermind. As it was a private mastermind. We didn't sell it on JVZoo or anything like that. It was about about 20 of us originally, my four partners and I, and then about 15 students. And we met weekly, and it was just like we were all trying to help each other. It was an accountability group, honestly, to begin with, and it turned more into us doing training and then doing Q&A, and it was private. Well, when we decided like we were on to something, and we could build a business out of it, because the other 15 members, other than my partners and I, so there's the other 15 people, they kept telling us that what we were doing within our mastermind, which was just a small private community, was more valuable than some of the training courses that they paid even thousands of dollars for. And so after enough encouragement, we decided, you know what, let's do something with this and make a business out of it. So the IFTTT SEO Academy was really the flagship product, because that's the foundation of everything we do. So it just made sense for that to be the first product that we brought to market. And to be honest with you, the training in the first version was actually not training to be a product. It wasn't like I didn't record those training videos to sell as a product. I recorded those training videos to hand to an outsourcer to train VAs. And but it was so in depth and so over the shoulder, in detail, that I said, well, shit, let's just put a sales page on it and make it a product. And that's what we did, and that was really what put us on the map. But really at that time, and that was in January of 2015, we only had IFTTT SEO Academy and in our mastermind. That was it. There was no other products. And what we did was, too many people said that the mastermind was too much of a jump from a one-off product of IFTTT SEO Academy to joining our mastermind, which is what we wanted to encourage, because that's where we spend a lot of our time. It was too much of a jump for a lot of people that were just starting out and blah blah blah. And so I developed or approached my partners and said, look, let's create a mid-level course, group coaching program called Master Class, where we'll go through the IFTTT SEO training and show people how to build a business using the IFTTT SEO strategies. And that's what originally Masterclass was for. So that's our intermediate level coaching, but originally it was IFTTT SEO Masterclass. Now it's just Masterclass, because it's morphed into a lot more, evolved into a lot more than just IFTTT SEO stuff. So then what we did is we started surveying our members and asking them, what else do you want to know? Like, what else do you need? Are you having what else are you struggling with in your business? So that we could develop trainings around that. And we came out with several other ones. Some of them they weren't like commercial bestsellers or anything like that. Some of them we developed just from our own training, like from our own processes, and we created products for some of our members. And a lot of that is just for mastermind. Like, let's put it this way: our mastermind members get our training. So like Curation Mastery, for example, that's one of our training courses where we teach how to create a content marketing business out of curating content, which is, as we mentioned earlier, when I was giving you my own testimony about IFTTT, I developed content marketing business as a result. It was like cause and effect. As a result of the IFTTT networks, I ended up developing a content marketing business, and the content requirements helped me to develop curators, or to learn how to curate content. And then eventually I started training virtual assistants to do that, and again, that spawned this whole other business stream of revenue for my business. Well, a lot of people had questions about that. How do you do the curating? How do you train VAs to do the curating? So I created another product for that, which again, it didn't sell worth a crap because we didn't really promote it right. I don't think we positioned it right, but it was something valuable that we were able to give to our mastermind members, and we've gotten a lot of really good feedback on that. A lot of our mastermind members have implemented the Curation Mastery training and started adding that as a service to their own agency. So a lot of the courses that we came out with were developed from requests from within our mastermind community, as well as outside of that. But we haven't really pushed any of our products all that hard anyways, other than like IFTTT SEO Academy being our flagship product. And in our mastermind, we're always trying to bring people funnel. I mean, the way that I look at it is, our intermediate level, we want to take people from being a novice to being an intermediate, where they've started to generate some revenue from their business, whether it's lead gen, local client consulting, affiliate money, I don't care what it is, just starting to generate some revenue. And that's what the masterclass is designed for. And as soon as they start generating revenue, we hope that our training has brought you to the point where you say, hey, you know what, these guys are good, their training works, we want to graduate to the next level, which is the mastermind, and take our business to a whole new level. So we've been trying to funnel people up the ladder to that point, since last year. But along the way, we've had a couple other products that have come out as a result of surveys. And lastly, we've got a high ticket product called RYS Academy it's developed based on one of my partners, Marco, and Dr. Gary, who's a mastermind member as well. They kind of put their heads together, and they're like mad scientists. They came up with some crazy ways to use Google Drive for SEO, and so we developed a whole entire training course on using Google Drive, using Google against itself for SEO, it flat out works. It still amazes me how powerful it is, and so we have a separate course for that. But but that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a whole like stepping ladder that we're trying to take people along the path to get to the mastermind, which is where we really hope for people to join eventually. That's our ultimate goal, if that makes sense.
No, that's really cool, because like I said, like you came full circle from IFTTT SEO Academy version 1, and then based on like requests and the needs of the community, which again that's where you should, like any internet marketer should be focusing. It's not how much more money can I make on this next product, it's what does my audience need, what are they asking me for. And again, every single one of the products that you've mentioned that have either been successfully successful commercially or otherwise, they've all been a request from the people who are a part of your group that you're sort of taking care of and advising. A little bit of that, right? Like why version 2 now? What's happened that's compelled you to go, my audience needs an updated version?
Things have changed, and that's going to happen with IFTTT, especially when we're dealing with so many different properties like we have in the networks. Things change. The interfaces change. The methods change. New properties are added. Some properties are taken away. So the old version, the original version, had a lot of band-aids, had a lot of updates, and so in part we needed to kind of repackage it anyways to show all the new updates. But at the same time, we have discovered additional ways to make the networks even stronger. And then also because of the first one having a lot of we've had, I don't know, about 1,000 members purchase it, somewhere around there, and then ballpark of 1,000 sales of that. We've had people that have sent in like testimonials and said that they've had success that were in different business models instead of just SEO, which is primarily that's why it's called IFTTT SEO Academy, because it was primarily built or created to teach how to use IFTTT for SEO. But there's been other people that have reported that they use them for podcasts, to syndicate podcasts, get more exposure for podcasts. People that use them for online reputation management. One of our mastermind members, Jason Quinlan, he does a lot of online reputation management, and he uses it for that. So we video marketers, obviously there's it's been real big for video marketing. So we wanted to kind of like cover all of this stuff that we've learned about the networks from our members, and also include some of the new changes and some of the ways that we can make the networks even stronger, especially with, as being part of the Web 3.0, or what we call the semantic web. This whole thing about identity and branding is what I think separates our training from others, and we can reinforce that even more with the way that we set up the accounts now, which we hadn't done in the previous version, so that we're claiming that identity. And again, I think identity and engagement is the currency of the web right now. So the three, all of those different pieces together, it was time to just create a new product out of it, and just an update. And people ask, do we have to buy the new one? No, not at all. The old version still works. There's, again, just like I told Brian a bit ago, I think he was the one that asked, do they need to be updated? No, because the old versions still work. The new ones are just stronger is all. And if you want to move a little bit further into Web 3.0, then I recommend picking it up.